Now, first the good news. There's tax cuts for all. The economy is rebounding and we're on the verge of declaring victory over inflation. Now for the reality check. The new tax cuts represents about $10 a week on average, and the full impact won't be felt until another 2 years away. So just hold back for that extra cup of coffee per week. This is the budget that puts the government fully in pre-election mode. There's $1.8 billion in spending for households and small businesses on the power bills. There's also nearly $8 billion to dramatically widen the bulk billing for GPs, so most people will be able to get access to bulk billing. Again, the full extent of that won't happen until the end of the decade. Aged care nurses are in line for a pay rise, and few people are going to be disputing that, while the promise of cutting student debt by 20% has also been budgeted this time around. Chalmers' fourth budget puts an optimistic bent on the economy, with growth recovering to 2.5% next year. Inflation too is expected to be bang on in the midpoint of the RBA target band. Now for the sobering news. There's fiscal deficits out as far as we can see, and this year's budget deficit is set to come in at a whopping $42 billion. There's about $180 billion of deficit for the next few years as revenue growth fails to match all the spending growth that's baked into the budget. Gross debt, which is what we all pay interest on, that's set to break the $1 trillion barrier this year. Debt jumps to 37% of GDP towards the end of this decade. Now, while that's relatively low compared to other countries, it still gives us less room to move. The inevitable global economic shock comes, and it's really coming, with Donald Trump threatening his tariffs against all his major trading partners. Australia too is in the sights. This is a budget that's big on laying the groundwork for the election, but it's light on reform or promises to cut spending. But at least there's an extra cup of coffee coming your way in a few years' time.